I thought I'd give you an update on the Mailbox project. In the last video, where I had gotten to was I had my 5 drawers all completed with the dovetails, but I was trying to figure out how I was going to do the drawer fronts. The debate being, should I go with solid fronts or go with a veneered front, given I wanted a continuous grain pattern vertically using this beautiful ebony. And of course, each drawer box is the grain pattern is going horizontally. So that the concern of wood movement expansion was something I had to think a lot about. And after many conversations and a lot of deliberation, I decided to live dangerously and go with solid. So I've gone ahead and made my drawer fronts out of 7/16 solid ebony mounted onto my cherry boxes, all hand dovetailed, and I also completed the bottoms. Of course, I hadn't done that in the last videos. So what I did to help mitigate the problem of wood movement is I only glued in the middle, and then I added screws coming through that are slotted to also allow for more wood movement. So hopefully, and also the fact that this ebony is over 600 years old, comes from an old railroad tie from Nigeria. The tree was cut down 100 years ago, but it was a 500-year-old tree at the time. And a big shout out to Heather Stewart, who provided this ebony for this project. And it's just been an amazing experience working with this wood. So that's where I'm at. I completed the drawers. I'm super happy with the fit. I don't know if you can hear that. It's a nice, solid, thin curve between each drawer, vertical along the middle line, and on the right side I have a curve. I also completed the dividers for the mail sorting. So each of these, they're not glued in yet. These are also in ebony. This top is ebony. I did a little curve here. I went off piste a bit here and redesigned this section. I got inspired by images of the Tory gates, and I thought this was consistent given the whole piece is reflective of Tory gate design. So I've completed both of those, the dividers and the drawer fronts. I also did all the drawer pulls. Each is consecutively wider and start to curve as they go down. That was the design decisions I made. Also, each pull is out of ebony. I used bridle joints in each. And so let me explain. The reason I call this the mailbox is actually a really practical reason. The logic behind this, or the workflow process, if you will. In my home, when the mail comes in through from the mailman, he puts it in the slot from the outside of my house, right by my front door, and it goes through the wall and falls onto the floor. And so this piece will sit right up against that wall, and this will be open as it is now, and the mail will slide through and land there. And then I'll open this door. This is the last piece I've not completed yet, is this door, which will be cherry, not to compete with all the ebony. I'll take the mail and I'll file it, depending on if it's for my wife, my daughter, or myself. Junk mail magazines go on top, packages go down below, and various and sundry things will go into these 5 drawers. And that's the logic of the piece. So that's my progress report. I guess I should also say the sides are also in ebony, but book matched, veneered. I created my own plywood using cherry on the inside, given cherry is all the frame, and then book matched ebony on both sides. The top is solid ebony, and I'm still shaping, if you will, this top and curving the edges. So the last phase is this door, and that's going to be a challenge because I don't have a torsion box and I don't have a lot of experience in veneer. So I'll probably be knocking on a few doors to get a hold of a torsion box, just FYI. That's it. That's all I have from San Leandro on the Mailbox.